Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. I still remember the exact vibration. The subtle buzz against the marble countertop that changed everything. I wasn't supposed to be near his smartwatch. It was sitting there charging beside the sink, glowing softly in the dim kitchen light. I was rinsing the coffee cups from our lazy Sunday breakfast when it lit up with a pulse of blue. I glanced without meaning to. Then the message appeared. Last night was perfect. My hands froze midair. Water continued to run, splashing uselessly into the sink. I stared at those 4 words, my breath catching as though someone had wrapped a fist around my lungs. Beneath the message, a heart emoji pulsed, small and bright against the black screen. His name, Emily Redheart, burned itself into my mind like a brand. For a moment, I told myself it couldn't mean what I thought. There had to be an explanation, a misunderstanding, a prank, anything. But the words lingered there until the screen dimmed, and I was left staring at my own distorted reflection in the glass. I wiped my wet hands on a dish towel, heart pounding. Upstairs, I could hear Daniel's voice faintly through the half-open bathroom door, singing off-key the way he always did when shaving. The sound had once made me smile. Now it sounded like a mockery of everything I thought I knew. I picked up the smartwatch. My fingers trembled as I tapped it awake again. The message was gone, but the name remained in the recent notifications. Emily Redheart. Who the hell was Emily? I'd seen her name before, once maybe twice, flashing on his phone screen late at night. He'd said she was a colleague, a marketing consultant from another branch. I hadn't questioned it. I trusted him. My voice shook when I called out. Daniel. Yeah, he replied, still cheerful. Coffee ready? I gripped the counter until my knuckles turned white. You got a message. From Emily. Silence. Just the faint hum of the running shower. Then the door opened and he appeared, towel slung around his waist, water dripping from his hair. He smiled at first. Then he saw my face, and the smartwatch in my hand. Why are you going through my stuff? His tone shifted instantly from casual to defensive. I wasn't, I said quietly. It lit up. I saw it by accident. He frowned, running a hand through his hair. You're overreacting, Claire. She's just a coworker. I laughed, a bitter broken sound. Then why is she texting you? Last night was perfect. For a moment I thought he'd crumble. That I'd finally catch the truth in his eyes. But Daniel was calm, too calm. He stepped closer, lowering his voice. You're reading too much into it. We had a late meeting last night, remember? She was probably talking about that. My throat tightened. Do you think I'm that stupid? He sighed and reached for my hand, but I stepped back. You've been distant for weeks, I said. Coming home late, guarding your phone like it's national security. You stopped touching me, Daniel. You don't even look at me anymore. God, Claire, not this again. He turned away, the towel slipping slightly around his waist. You've been paranoid ever since your sister's divorce. Not every man cheats, you know. Something inside me cracked. Then prove it, I whispered. Show me your phone. He paused, just for a second, but that second was all it took. I'm not going to play this game, he said finally and walked out. That night, I lay awake listening to him breathe beside me. My mind spun through every conversation, every lie disguised as a joke, every subtle withdrawal I'd ignored. Love makes you blind, but denial makes you willingly walk into darkness. At 2 a.m. I slipped out of bed, grabbed his phone from the nightstand, and tiptoed to the bathroom. My reflection looked ghostly in the mirror. Eyes red, lips trembling. I unlocked his phone easily. His password hadn't changed in years. Messages. Dozens of them. Her name. Emily Redheart. And her words, so casual, so intimate, scrolling endlessly on the screen. Photos. Inside jokes. Plans. The kind of messages couples send when the world isn't watching. Can't stop thinking about you. Next weekend can't come soon enough. She doesn't suspect, right? My stomach twisted violently. My chest burned. I scrolled and scrolled, each word slicing deeper until I reached one that shattered me completely. You make me feel alive again. He'd said those same words to me once, 5 years ago on our anniversary. I sat on the cold bathroom floor, the phone heavy in my hands, tears streaming down my face. I wasn't just betrayed. I was erased. The next morning I didn't confront him. Not yet. I smiled. I made breakfast. I kissed his cheek before he left for work. If he noticed my trembling hands, he didn't say a word. But I had a plan forming. I needed proof, something undeniable. Something that would make him feel what I felt. Over the next week I gathered everything. Screenshots of their messages. Photos from his email. Hotel bookings. Receipts. Each discovery hurt more than the last, but pain became my armor. Then on Friday night, he told me he was going to a client dinner. I nodded sweetly, pretending to believe him. 10 minutes after he left, I followed. His car was parked outside a boutique hotel downtown. I watched from my own car as Emily arrived, tall, blonde, her hand brushing his arm like they'd done it 1,000 times before. He smiled at her, that same soft smile he used to save only for me. Something inside me went still. Cold. I took photos. Clear ones. Then I drove home in silence. When he returned hours later, smelling faintly of her perfume, I was waiting. He looked startled when he saw the laptop open on the table, our wedding photo beside a slideshow of his messages with Emily. Claire. Don't, I said sharply. You don't get to speak yet. His jaw tightened, but he said nothing. Do you know what hurts the most? My voice cracked. Not the cheating. Not even the lying. It's that you looked me in the eye and told me I was crazy. You made me doubt my own mind. Claire, was it worth it? I asked. Throwing away 12 years of marriage for a few stolen nights? He didn't answer. The silence said everything. I took a deep breath, closing the laptop. I sent everything to HR, I said calmly. They'll deal with your workplace romance. And don't worry, I left a copy for Emily's fiancé too. His face drained of color. You didn't. I did. He opened his mouth to speak, but I walked past him, heading for the door. I believed in you, Daniel. More than I believed in myself. But that woman you made me feel like, the paranoid, insecure one, she's gone now. I paused at the doorway, my hand on the knob. Last night might have been perfect for her. But tonight? Tonight's perfect for me. And for the first time in months, I felt something that wasn't pain. It was freedom.